Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of From Nothing, Lorna's story. We're going to pick up right where we left off, right outside the city of Shona, at the end of the Shalon River of the Cayan Delta. Right, basically where the runoff comes from the high cliffs, and the city of Shona is nearby. You and your team have been accosted. And by that I mean
Rudely.
someone tried to shoot you.
Rude.
Yeah, a little rude. But you know how it goes. A familiar figure from across the river has loosed an arrow towards you, and that was the strike to begin a combat. And it is Nore's turn first. Nore, seeing this would-be assassin attempt to shoot an arrow at you, she is going to.
Do
Firstly,
something cool, I bet.
she bonus action, and is going to bardic inspiration you.
Ooh.
As she does, she says, "Well, you're not going to die here, that's for sure."
No, that'd be a terrible conclusion to my story.
Wouldn't it though? And then she's going to reach out with her lyre and cast Fairy Fire on the assassin in the immediate area surrounding him. We'll see if maybe she catches anybody else hiding.
Ooh.
I have dexterity saves to go here. Let's see. Well, the assassin succeeds. Okay. One other individual low in the grass near the assassin suddenly sparkles with fairy fire light. You can clearly see him. And you have advantage on attacks against him because he failed his save.
Ah.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and mark him because you have advantage on him. It is now the assassin's turn, considering his surprise round failed. He, stands up out of the brush as he's loading another crossbow bolt into his crossbow. He looks at you and he says, "It's nothing personal. Pay a job, you know how it goes." And he fires the bolt at you. Natural 20.
Summary bars.
Okay. Okay. That becomes a 21 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay, but it is not a crit.
But it's not a crit.
Okay. So, from the bolt, you take 9 points of piercing damage. Roll me a con save,
Ow.
please.
Fucking poison. Hold on. Let me make
Yep.
sure I get that 9. Damage. Con save. You said?
Yes.
21.
Okay.
Ow.
You are not poisoned, but you do take 9, 12, 15, 18, 22 points of poison damage.
How many?
22 points of poison damage.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Bro. Oh my god, that one bolt half healthed her. More than that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what a crit would have fucking done.
It would have killed you.
Ah! Killed?
I don't know about killed, but it would have brought you to 0, I'm pretty sure. Having taken his shot...
Ow! Guys, he has poison!
Tier next to you says, "Yeah, we can see that. All right." And he's going
Ow.
to... when he sees the bolt hit, and it does a lot, he kind of looks at the rest of your group. He tips his hat, and he dives into the brush. And he's going to bonus action hide. Okay. The best among you, as far as passive perception goes, is Tier, and he beats it.
Pressure perception.
Oh, by all means. By all
Yeah.
means, Pen. Please
Take it
mock
back.
me during this
Take it
combat.
back.
It's now Skolna's
Take it
turn.
back.
Skolna, slightly caught unawares, sees this assassin disappear. She frowns, but she does see the one that's glowing with fairy fire. She's going to take a shot before she also ducks into cover. She hits. Okay. That's 7 points of piercing plus sneak attack. 13, 15, 23 points of damage. Okay. One moment. And Skolna is also going to
Good.
bonus action hide. Okay. She runs like behind the party into brush and takes cover. She
She's
doesn't have
using
to
her
be
new
hit.
bow, right?
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
All right. From the brush fairly nearby your group, one of the assassin's accomplices reveals himself as he leaps out.
No.
And you kind of have Lilith and Tier in front of you, so he's going to try and get Tier out of the way first. And he misses. He swings again. And he hits. Tier takes 11 points of slashing damage. That's his turn. Next, the fairy-fired one, who just got hit, is going to raise a bow. He's going to shoot at you.
It's like they want to kill me.
That's a 15 to hit.
Oh, that's my AC.
Okay. You take 9 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
And he's going to shoot again.
Ah.
13 to hit. So 15 was your AC, that misses.
Uh-huh. Oh, Lorna
Anscom's
looks
turn.
rough.
Yeah.
Covered in arrows, bolts.
Anscom sees you taking all these hits, and he says, "Why don't you get safe?"
Mm-hmm.
And then he charges up the last spot he saw the leader, and he sees that he's now close enough to swing at the other guy.
Oh, well.
He can't see the leader, so he's just going to swing at him. He hits with an 18 on the die. D10 plus D6 plus 6. He can't roll minimum damage, Anscom. You cannot roll minimum damage, Anscom. There you go.
Get it together, Anscom.
16, 22 points of damage. Okay. And he's going to swing again. And he hits again. Same dice. Roll again. 11. 14 points of damage. Okay. And Anscom turns around. Excuse me.
I saw the wind up.
It's now Tier's turn. Having just been slashed, Tier's going to react in kind. And he just kind of looks at the one in front of him. And you hear Tier just go... And suddenly, Iravain surges out from basically the brush nearby with a pounce attack on Tier's turn. Okay. this bandit needs to make a strength saving throw, which he fails. He's knocked prone. And he gets a bit. He gets bitten at the same time. Which misses, but he is prone. As the pounce lands, Tier just, like, flourishes the scimitar in his hands, looking at the stone panther. You're a good friend to have around. And he just brings the sword down on the bandit with advantage. Okay. Okay, that hits. And then the second attack. Oh, he's got to roll better than that. Come on, here. Okay, one hit. For 12 points of slashing damage. And then that's Tier's turn. Iravane's now in the fight.
Good kitty.
Actually, hold on. As soon as Iravane has pounced, he looks up, and you just hear as he growls and points out to Tier, one of the criminals hidden in a bush.
What a good pair.
Surprise. Well, would you look at that? Tier says.
Good
Annihilating
boy.
his surprise, the bandit rushes up to Tier and is going to try to stab him. That hits. Tier takes 10 points of slashing. Ow!
Are you okay?
I've been better.
Oh, I thought that was the DM saying ow.
Just acting.
You're so convincing.
Second attack hits. Tier takes 14 points of slashing damage. As he's getting beaten, he, like, looks around and he says, "A little help will be nice." Thought they're after you. That's their turn. Lorna, it's your turn.
Okay. As a free action, can she take the Jack of Blades mask out of her bag and stick it on her face? Do you remember
Okay,
what that
if
is?
it's in your bag, it's going to take a bonus action to take it out of your gear.
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay.
She puts the mask on her face because she got whittled to 17 points out of 60 in almost one round, not even a round. So she is going to stick the mask on, look at Lilith, and say, "They're going to be after you too, so this is going to feel weird." She's going to cast Haste on Lilith.
Okay.
And as she's casting it through her staff, it is a transmutation spell, so if I roll an 18, 19, or 20, it uses staff charges instead of a spell slot, so let me just see.
18. You do not burn a spell slot.
That's never happened before. Hold on, let me mark that off on my staff. Firm. Okay, so Lilith is hasted. The mask is on. Is there like
as the haste goes
Go
through
ahead.
the staff, it actually, like, as you're casting the spell, instead of pulling it from within yourself, you all almost see as if the moon set into the tier at the end of the stone suddenly glows a bright, brilliant white. And it's as if a spotlight shines on Lilith for a moment where she has to shield her eyes. And then the haste takes effect.
She's never had haste cast on her before, so this should be fun.
Okay. Yeah, this is new.
And is there some place that Lorna can get cover? Is there a rock or a ridge or a, like, I know she can't hide, she doesn't have an action, but...
So there isn't really full cover. You can take half cover behind a tree.
Better than nothing.
Okay. Sure, you do that. So
She'll
I'm
try
going
to
to
get
move
some
you
cover.
back here. That's what that would represent here.
Yep, she is looking rough. She has her mask on, so... We don't want to find out how it works. That's her turn. Oh, can I have Requiem?
Yes. Did you resummon him? Yes.
He's never unsummoned.
I remember things sometimes.
Can
Okay.
he flank with Tiara for this guy right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he's gonna give this guy a chomp.
Roll an attack.
Ghostly bite. Attack. Advantage. Come on, buddy.
Natural 20.
Yes! What a good boy! Chomp his face off. 29?
Okay. Yeah.
Holy shit. That is a nasty bite.
Yeah, it is. These bandits seem to be pretty hardy, but this guy's immediately bloodied.
Requiem's got his calf, and he's just like...
As the ghost bite, like, passes through the flesh of this guy, you all just hear, "Oh, what the fuck?" Is that your turn?
That's her turn, yes.
It's now Lilith's turn,
Get him,
who
Lilith.
is hasted. Lilith, surges... She's actually just going to walk up to the one that's prone, and
Might as
attack
well.
with advantage.
Treat herself.
She rolled a 19, which is a crit for Lilith. Okay. So for the first swing, that's 10, 16. And you know what? She'll make it a... What will she make it here? Hold on. No, I guess she won't. He's already tripped, so she cannot trip him. Oh well.
Tripped him so good.
Yep. But it is still 18 points of slashing damage. And then she will attack again with advantage. A natural 20.
Whoa. She's like, I won't die here.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so that's 12, 22 points of damage. And then she will hasted action. No, she will bonus action offhand attack. Go at advantage. Okay, it hits, but it is not a crit finally. Okay, that's...
I mean, Lilith getting 3 crits would be so fucking cool.
Well, she didn't. That's 12, okay. 12 points of slashing damage. This man is done for. Lilith, with all of her movement speed, is suddenly going to surge up to flank the one opposite Anscombe.
He's already fairy fired, so he's double advantage.
That's
just an auto crit, right?
No. Hasted action attack. Natural 20.
She heard me and she was like, I am cool. Gets a 3rd crit in 1 turn.
Fucking Christ. Okay. That's...
She's so cool.
11, 17 points slashing damage. He's dead.
The coolest team members.
And then she still has 20 feet of movement, so she runs right back over to this guy. And she's going to, of course, action surge for 2 more attacks.
Jesus.
She does not have flanking on this one, though. Natural fucking 20!
Lilith is the coolest! Are you saying she crit 4 times in 1 turn?
Yes, and only one of them was a 19 crit. The rest were all 20s.
Oh my god.
I
Is
can't.
this history books?
I can't even. All right. This is going to be a very easy encounter when it's supposed to be a much harder one.
I don't know. We still haven't got the
15 points of slashing damage. And the final attack. There's no way this is also a crit. It's not. It is not also a crit. It was a 19.
It would have been inhuman.
Good
a
God.
19 total or a 19?
19 total.
On the die.
9 points of damage. Jesus Christ. Lilith finishes her turn. Just...
She looks awesome.
the haste is clearly taking effect, and she looks around. She's like, "This is awesome."
Lorna's just
Okay.
looking out from behind the tree, mouth agape.
Leaping out from brush, seeing Lilith is the real threat. This criminal's going to attack with advantage.
She has +2 to AC.
She does, but it doesn't matter because I rolled a 24 to hit. Okay. Lilith takes 12 points of slashing. And then he's going to attack again. That hits. Barely. Can she riposte to that? No, she can parry it, though. Okay. Well, we'll find out how much damage it does first before she commits to that. Yeah, she's going to parry that. Jesus Christ. She's taking 18 points of damage.
Oof.
So she will parry. So a d8 plus 5. Hold on. She reduces it by 13, so she only takes 5.
Nice. 'Tis but a scratch.
Then this one is going to appear opposite the Stone Panther and is going to attack Iravane.
How dare you attack our kitty cat?
And hit.
He didn't have advantage, right?
Yes, he did. He was surprised.
Oh. Right.
Iravane takes 14 from that slash.
No.
And then he attacks again. And he hits again. Iravane takes another 14. And that's his turn. It's now Nore's turn. Okay. Seeing all of this maybe going not super well, Nore is going to strum her lyre, and she's going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Oh, yeah.
At 4th level.
That's a big spell right there.
And for her, the Mass Healing Word is, get over it!
Lorna's just crippled.
You heal for 12. Tier heals for 12.
Nice.
Or 10. It's 10, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I'll remove 2. I might be able to survive one more attack from that fucking guy.
That was her bonus action. Nore is then going to dash up towards Anscombe. And she's going to hold an action to attack the leader as soon as he appears.
Nice.
And it is now the leader's turn. Lorna.
Yes.
He appears right next to you.
Ah!
Which does trigger Nore's attack. So Nore...
He tries to gank me.
Yeah. Here it comes. Nore hits with a natural 17. Nore deals that plus 1, 5, 10, 14 points of damage. And now he's going to try and stab you.
Hooray!
You didn't see him, so he has advantage. That is a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
I figured it would. Okay. That's 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Roll me a con save, please.
Okay. Okay, I rolled good. 23.
Okay. You are not poisoned, but you do
Still
take...
fucked me up, even though I succeeded last time.
I rolled pretty bad this time.
Okay.
4, 5, 9, 12 points of poison damage.
Oof. I have 7 hit points.
Then he offhand attacks with his dagger.
Oh, great.
Natural 1.
Okay.
I do not hit. When the dagger, he like brings it up to thrust it, and it gets caught up in the brush that he's emerged from. That was not supposed to happen. And he's going to dive into the river.
Can I hit him?
Yeah.
I see. All right.
Oh. Do you have Sentinel?
Oh, is he disengaging?
No. Do you have Sentinel?
No.
He has made a melee attack on you, and you cannot make an attack of opportunity upon him.
Oh, he's got a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely did not kill Lorna Sentinel.
Yeah. So he dives in the river.
As he scurries away, Lorna just yells, "Haven't we killed you twice already?"
His head emerges from the water, and he just, like, tips his hat. So it looks like, doesn't it?
Are you?
As he's swimming, he just calls out, "Alexios Mezinthios, at your service."
Fucking Tridonians.
Yeah. As he is in the river, he is swept upstream, like 70 feet.
Oh my god. Is he fleeing?
Kind of looks like it.
Does he... He didn't finish the job.
It's now Skolna's turn. Skolna is going to dart up to the edge of the river, and it looks like she considers jumping in for a moment. Instead, because he didn't see her, she's going to take a shot with the short bow +2 at advantage. She rolled really bad.
No.
She rolled a 16
Can I give her my
to
Vicar
hit.
boon?
No, it's only for you. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
The arrow just in the water right next to him. And you just hear, "Whoa!"
Like this guy.
Skolna looks angry that she missed.
Lorna looks like she's losing a lot of blood.
Seeing that, Skolna does not hide. She basically just stands there, waiting to see what happens. So now Anscombe's turn. He's going to survey the battlefield real quick. He kind of looks at who is still alive. Of these assassins, only 2 of them look untouched, and 1 of them looks barely alive. He kind of looks at Lilith in her haste, and he says, "You've got that one, right?" "Probably." And he goes to the back of this one, and he's going to attack it with his Dragonbone Longsword with advantage. He hits. Okay, that's 6, 12, 17 points of slashing damage. Let me get this one off the battlefield because I'm getting confused. Okay. And then he swings again. Okay, he hits again. No crits for Anscombe, it seems. 16, 20 points of damage. Apparently he doesn't need one.
Sorry, I took 20 points of damage for that. I need to roll a concentration check for haste.
Yes, you do.
She's fine.
Okay. Anscombe is going to action surge.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, he action surges, and he's going to attack again. Natural 20. Good fucking God. All right.
I love my fighters.
It's 20, 26, 32, 38 points of damage on that crit.
Laura wasn't so hurt, she'd be wildly aroused.
He's dead as hell. Anscombe is then going to use his bonus action to Misty Step
Woo!
and make his final attack on this guy. He can't get in range to flank, but he can just hit him. And he misses. He Misty Stepped and appeared facing the wrong way, and he's like,
oh
shit. And he just brings the sword lashing around behind him, and the criminal just ducks underneath it. Tier sees Iravane is flanked by this one. He sees that one is being harassed by Lilith, and he's going to why do you always look so fucked up right when it matters the most? And he is going to look at this criminal, and he says, go on, try me, as he steps away from him. And the criminal does. And he misses. So Tier just basically taunts him. And he goes here, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Hi, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. You are healed for... Let's see how well he rolls. Pretty good. You're healed for 16.
I'll take it. Fuck. Maybe now I might survive another attack.
It's now the criminal in front of Lilith's turn. He's real fucked up, and he's got Requiem on one side and Lilith on the other. He's looks at the leader that's fled. He throws his sword down. He's yielding.
Oh.
So you can decide what to do with him if you like, but he has dropped his weapon. Lorna, it's your turn.
He's you read a thing. Got an action or a bonus action?
I can maybe shed some light if you have a question.
No, I figured out if it's an action. Or...
I forgot Iravane has a turn.
Oh, go ahead and do that while I read my stuff.
Okay, Irvane's going to claw and bite the criminal next to him. Hits with the claw. Misses with the bite. So the claw is... This. Claw, the dude takes 12 points of slashing. All right, go ahead.
Okay, she's mad. She kind of got just absolutely butchered. She can't stand the sight of him potentially escaping, so she pull out her one of her magic missiles and dump all charges out of it at this fucking leader. So that is... Yep.
All right.
That is... Hold on. That's the math I'm doing. When you cast this spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the spell creates one more dart for each slot above first. So 1 charge is the first level, and then there's 6 more charges. So it's 3 initial shots plus 6 additional, which is 9.
94
so
plus
it's
9.
94
basically.
plus 9. Okay. 94 and 9. $31.
31 points of damage. Okay. As the missiles go flying towards him, as the river is sweeping him away, they blast into his back, and you just hear, oh, cheap shot! And then, as he's swimming away, you see, he tosses a black coat onto the riverbank that's now full of holes.
Okay, I need to see if my one of magic missiles crumbles. It's at a 1. Okay, no, it's fine. It's just empty. And is she this stupid? Maybe. I really don't have any bonus action spells, do I? She's going to fly 30 feet. Let me get my measurement tool out. She's basically gonna yell at me, "You can't just stab me and fucking run! Come and die again!"
Okay.
Oh, Requiem is gonna bite this guy. He's gonna get flanking first of them.
The guy that's surrendered?
Oh no, he wouldn't do that. He's a good boy. Never mind. He's gonna go to this guy and bite him.
Okay.
Presumably not at advantage.
He is flanking from Eravine.
Okay, well I'm gonna roll again. Natural 20 again. What a good fucking boy. Oh, terrible. Minimum damage. A 1 and a 1. But
Okay.
additionally, it makes it still a 19.
Okay. Yeah.
Arr.
It's now Lilith's
That's her
turn.
turn.
All right.
Mhm.
Lilith
Get him, Lilith.
is going to
No, not that one. This one.
uh
I mean, she's so fast.
she is so fast, but he's 70 feet down the river from you.
He went 70 feet down the river and then Lorna moved 30.
The map is not the map is not displaying the actual distances. If you
Ooh.
understand. It's 70 feet from you.
Anything.
That's why I said the river was moving extremely quickly.
Blah, blah, blah.
Lilith can, well, she can move to you and then take a longbow shot at him.
Get him. I already filled him full of holes.
Okay. Second shot. And hasted action shot. She hits twice.
Woo.
Okay. He takes about 18 points of damage between those two shots. And that's Lilith's turn. It's now this criminal's turn. He is surrounded. I'm going to roll, see what he does. Okay. He's going to swing at Anscombe. He hits. Anscombe takes 8 points of slashing. He swings again. He hits again. Anscombe takes 20 points of slashing.
No.
And that's his turn. Norre.
Can you stop him?
Let me check the range of something here. She runs up to you. And she can try and cast Hold Person. That's all
Wouldn't he
she's
still
got.
keep drifting down?
Yeah, he would. She, seems conflicted about something. And then she tries. She'll cast Hold Person on him. Wisdom save of 16. He rolled an 18. He succeeds. As the spell fails, Norre, looks up at you. I'm out of tricks aside from just killing him.
have something stupid I can try.
Well, it's now his turn. As he is getting pulled away by the river, he looks back at you, Lilith and Nore, who have been sending things his way. You should know when to quit when you're ahead, as he, like, puts a foot into the river, and you see he suddenly is, like, standing on top of the river, raising a crossbow.
Uh-oh.
And he's going to shoot you.
Me? What have I done?
Hit him with a zillion magic missiles.
He stabbed me.
Yeah, he's trying to kill you. That is a 22 to hit.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
All right, I need a con save.
Shield wouldn't even fix that. All right. 25.
That's 11 points of piercing.
Ow. Low roll, low roll, low roll, low roll.
I didn't. 9, 13, 15. 19 points of poison damage.
God damn it. Okay, I'm unconscious.
Okay. You fall unconscious.
Into
So
the mud.
you fly after him. You cast the magic missiles. And as he, like, whips around, this bolt just right into your shoulder. And, like, as you're, like, raising your hand out to cast something else or say something, you just into the mud next to the river. And he lets himself fall back into the river.
I will say, I can potentially catch you if I get brought back up.
Okay. He is swept upstream and swimming into it. So he's using his movement and his bonus action to dash. So he is getting plus 70. At the end of his turn, he is 150 feet away.
Okay, I can still catch him. Just
Okay.
need to be conscious.
It's now Skolna's turn.
And it's just in the mud.
What would you have Skolna do?
I mean, is this guy still hostile?
Yeah.
She can't, even if she was up where Nori and etc. are, her range isn't, like, even with her +2, it's not good enough to hit him, is it?
No.
Okay, no, so she's just gonna put this guy down.
Okay. Skolna will just take a shot with her short bow. She misses.
Even with advantage? I guess she wouldn't have advantage. She wasn't hidden. Never mind.
No, she was just standing there. Skolna will bonus action, I guess, hide to try and get advantage. She'll move into the different spot in the brush. Okay, she's stealthed. It's Anscombe's turn.
Lilith is stunned, by the way, since her concentration would drop.
Right.
So she realizes why haste is a double-edged sword.
Right. Anscombe will try and finish this guy off. With flanking.
All right.
He hits.
Oh, Tier could probably get me up. Come on, Tier, get me up.
You literally can control what they do. Okay. And then Anscombe swings again. Hits again. Oh, he rolled bad damage. Okay. That's Anscombe's turn. Tier.
Yeah.
You want him to... Okay, he runs up to you, and he will Cure Wounds you again.
Yes.
You are healed for 12.
Woo.
So you were prone, but alive.
Ugh. Fuck.
Tier, that's his turn. That's what he's got. The surrendered criminal stays there. Actually... No, he doesn't.
Oh, he flees.
He flees into the city. Because no one is watching him. No one is close enough to stop him. He action dashes for the city gates. And there's not really anything anybody can do about it.
It's gonna bump into the guards covered in blood.
It's your turn, Lorna.
Okay. She like pulls herself to her feet, just covered in mud and blood, and she looks at Nori. She's like, we're gonna do something really stupid. Let's go. And she's gonna dimension door.
Okay.
Unless she's unwilling.
No, Nori's... She'll do what you want. You dimension door with Nore. So let me go ahead and move the scene a little bit.
Right in front of it.
Okay, so what this looks more like you and Nore are... You teleport right in front of him. Oh, hello again!
Hi, did you miss me?
No!
She is
You're
going
bleeding.
to bonus action drink a healing potion.
Okay.
So that's a 2d4 plus 2. Rolled. Nice. Took 8 back.
Okay. That's your turn. It's now Lilith's turn. Lilith is stunned.
Oh, this is
It's
stunned.
no longer Lilith's turn.
Oh, Requiem would also have just bitten this guy if he hasn't given up yet.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack at advantage.
20
Hit.
damage. Normal. Good boy. 10.
Okay. He is defeated.
Away. Okay.
It's
Is it
now
Nora's turn?
Nore's turn. What
Try to keep him alive if you can.
She looks at you and at him and flourishes her rapier and tries to non-lethally take him down.
Well, he doesn't take me down first.
She just hits. She's going to add a flourish. Plus 5, 8, 14 points of damage. He is knocked unconscious.
So we're just in the river
Yeah.
with this guy
Who's-
drifting down.
Who's in the river? Yeah. Hold on a minute.
Lorna
Where-
grabs him to keep his head above water.
Yeah, you do that. And as one of them got away, that is the end of initiative.
Whew.
As you manage to defeat the assassins and you knock the leader of them unconscious, you like haul Norian yourself, haul him up out of the water.
Okay, can you stabilize him while I tie him up?
Nora's just looks at him and he's stable.
Oh, okay, that's right. Unconscious. Can you help me tie him up, please?
Yeah, sure. And Nora will
Is her survival better than mine? I have
probably.
+3.
Yes, it is.
I'll give her advantage.
Okay. Okay, dirty 20.
Nice. Lorna is going to hero recovery because owie.
Yep. As will your party, I think.
you pause real quick?
One moment. It is at this moment that you have successfully captured this assassin. As
Is
you
the
and
rest of the
Nore,
party with us?
they're heading towards you. We can accelerate time a little bit and say that they are there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was stupid, but it worked.
As you're making your way, when your group finally catches up to you and sees the assassin unconscious on the ground, Lilith, like, walks up to you and just gives you a shove.
Ow.
Think! That was fucking stupid.
It was, but it worked.
You almost died trying it.
Had the mask on. I know, I'm down playing this. That was really stupid.
Like, I'm glad it worked, and you caught him. But that's exactly what Hale wants, is for you to act impulsively and fucking die.
I know. You're right. I was hoping if we caught him, we could figure out how there are 3 of him at minimum. Because I'm a little curious about that. How they keep finding us. Stuff, information in general, you know. I thought it was worth the risk.
Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. That was still a big risk.
Yeah.
Well,
That was cool, right?
No, it was stupid.
I'm just kind of kicks her foot like a petulant child. Okay, are we? She like looks around. Are they like in sight of like just travelers or like city goers or guards?
So this
or
whole
anything?
fight
Or are they like
occurred.
off?
No, so the whole fight occurred down by the river's edge, which is a good like 300 feet from the actual street, and it's down in the riverbed. So there's not. It's hard to see what's actually happening.
And the one who got away likely wouldn't go to the guards and be like, "I tried to assassinate this person, but they got the upper hand on me." So he's probably just gonna slink away, and we won't be interrupted. Is Lorna's thought process to this?
Sure.
So she will look at the party and say, "I can cast Zone of Truth on him, and we can maybe get some information out of him."
It's worth trying. Assuming he
Okay,
succumbs, right?
true, but I'll know if he fails or not. And
Skona
hopefully he
like
does.
crouches down next to the body of him and just flips a dagger between your fingertips.
all right, and otherwise we'll just have to be persuasive on our own, and I think we'll be able to manage that. So I suppose we should wake him up and cast a spell and see where that goes.
All right, Nore says, and then she just gives a strum of the lyre and says, "Wake up!" and casts healing word on him. As she does, he is brought back with... Hold on.
Lorna will sit crisscross applesauce across from him,
He's,
just patiently waiting for him to come to.
he's brought alive with 8 hit points. He just kind of... Oh!
Hey, you're finally awake.
I am.
Right. I thought we could have a nice, calm conversation now that you're no longer trying to kill me.
He, like, struggles a bit and realizes he's bound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And, you know, depending on what I say, what is in it for me?
I'm not dying.
Okay.
Although I don't know
Sure.
how persuasive that is, considering there are 3 of you. So how about we start there? How do you do that?
A professional does not reveal his secrets.
What if I wanted to hire you?
What would you want to hire me for? I'm trying to kill you.
Well, what if I bought you out?
I don't
Unless,
know
are
if you
you
have enough.
Are you part of the Seventh Trellis? Because I know they don't do that.
No, I am not. Too many rules.
Oh, okay. So are you like a regular worker with Hale?
I respect your balls in saying a name.
Well, she wants to kill me for a reason, right?
Indeed. She and I have an agreement.
Mm-hmm. How much does she know about me? Or why she wants me dead? Or Lilith?
You're asking a lot of questions. It's not generally
Yeah.
in my profession that we ask that many questions, you know.
Well, I'm not in your profession.
It's true. What do you
So?
think I know about you?
That she wants me dead.
Yes.
Well, see, I don't know if you regularly work with her or not.
You're right.
I mean, I could have just like, called her ugly, and she was just like, I can't stand for that. My pride won't allow it, and then
Well, I don't
stick to
care.
an assassin on me. I know, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying what you might know of her motivations is she's so petulant. It could have been fucking anything that upset her.
All I care about is the significant amount of gold that she wishes your head for.
How much?
I'm not going to tell you. That's not how this works. If you wish to buy me out, well, you'd have to make an offer.
10,000 platinum.
I don't believe you have 10,000 platinum.
Why not?
I've been paying close attention to your activities, and there's been a whole lot of little odd jobs, and people with 10,000 platinum do not have to take
Maybe I
little
just
odd
like
jobs.
to help people.
No, you don't.
How long have you been following us?
I mean,
Since Augur City, at least, or if that was that your brother or something, like a twin.
again, a professional will not reveal the secrets.
Unless you're persuaded.
Yes,
How susceptible to pain are you?
not very.
She looks at Skolna. Do we want to find out?
She shrugs. You were talking about the Zone of Truth, but you haven't cast it yet.
I was hoping that you'd be a good guy.
I am a hitman.
Oh.
I have
You
my
have to be bad to
scruples,
kill.
but yes, I have my scruples. I have my rules.
Mm-hmm. You said too many rules were in the Seventh Trellis, but you still have your own
Of
rules.
course I have my own rules. I set them for myself.
Okay.
Rules
well,
are what separate us from the barbarians.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with barbarians.
The barbarians,
Well-
not the barbarians.
Since you insisted, she'll cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. Alright. Wisdom
It's a
save.
DC 17 Charisma save.
Oh, charisma save. He's really good at
Charisma.
these.
Shit, he does seem pretty charming.
I rolled a 16 total.
Really?
Really?
So he failed.
He did fail.
Oh, thank God. well, I know that you have to be honest now. That doesn't mean you're going to talk.
You're right.
Skolna, can you check him just for anything incriminating? We didn't get to loot him the first time we killed him. Maybe he's got something on him, like a letter or a sigil or something.
That he as Skolna begins to loot him, he just watches as she searches his pockets, and he says, well, "That would be pretty unprofessional of me, don't you think?"
I don't know you.
It's true. You just learned my name.
Alexios? Is that what you said?
That is what I said. Mazinthios.
Lysinthios. Are you Candinos?
Mazinthios.
Indonesian.
I am.
So was I once.
Not really.
I married into it.
That's what I hear. As
That's not good
Skolna's
enough.
sifting through his pockets. Skolna finds a pouch with about 65 gold. She finds 3 vials of wyvern poison.
Oh, those are all yours, Skolna.
She finds a crossbow, some crossbow bolts. She finds a scimitar and a dagger. And she finds what looks like a token. It looks like it's, well, you recognize it. It's from the Silver Express.
Oh, you took the express to beat us here.
No, I didn't.
Huh. Then why do you have this?
What? A man can't keep a memento. You know he's telling the truth.
Yeah, I know. I'm just, I guess. Then who are those two people following us through the Rimwood? Do you know them? Or was that somebody else?
I
Or was
would
that you?
not. I would not go in the Rimwood. That would be foolish.
So did other people Hale sent go through the Rimwood?
I assume.
So she has more than one group of people trying to kill us.
Apparently.
Whew, I really made her mad.
Yes.
Did she tell you what I did?
No. I don't need to know.
You're not curious?
Idle curiosity, but as a professional, it's none of my business.
I guess. I guess that's what keeps you alive.
Mm-hmm.
Plus something else, because we've killed you already. Again, we come back to that. Please, I'm so curious. I won't tell anyone.
I don't care if you tell anyone or not. I'm not
Then why are
going
you
to tell
keeping
you.
it a secret?
A professional must keep his secrets. You think this is the first time I have been captured or failed in an assassination attempt?
No, because you died before. Clearly, you failed more than once.
Think about it like this. I save my money where I need to, and I spend it where I need to.
Mm-hmm. Did you make like a clone?
You can guess all you like.
Are you a changeling?
No.
Hmm. Who was the guy who looked like you who was working for the... It was like a wartime smuggling operation in Siren's Respite. So that had nothing really to do with us. Like, we didn't plan on getting involved in that. It just came up.
I have opportunities that arise in my life and my connections, and you make money elsewhere.
So it was like a side hustle for you.
Yes.
How are you in so many different places at once?
I can't. Well, I can. I'm not
You
going to
can.
answer
You
that.
literally can.
I'm not going to answer that. If you're going to stab me, then do it.
She looks at the rest of the party. How do you think we can persuade him to be a little more honest with us? Or forthcoming, I suppose.
Lilith, looks at him. So you don't care about pain, huh? I mean, I don't like it. Maybe... Anscom, speaks up. Maybe there's some other kind of incentive? Something else we could think of? Obviously he wants money.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously he has an arrangement with Hale to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any means of buying him out?
I have a fat ruby.
How much is that worth?
It's somewhere between 800 and 1,000 gold pieces.
Anscom, considers that for a minute. I mean... The question is, if you can't buy me out, and obviously you can't just leave me here, you're probably just going to kill me, so can we get to that?
Right, and you're not affected by it because somehow you can survive.
It is an inconvenience.
Uh-huh. You see, I used to be able to do that. So I'm wondering if you are doing the same sort of thing,
I
but you
don't think
don't
so.
seem like a magic user.
I'm not really.
Right, so how is he doing it?
I just know the right people.
Are you like a simulacrum or something?
Close.
Oh, I'm on the right track.
You're close.
Can Lorna think a little harder about something similar to like a simulacrum, which is a really powerful and expensive spell?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that this little clue might be able to key her into?
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Nora, can you give me a little inspiration?
Huh? And Nora's like not really paying attention. She just,
Can you give me a little
sure,
inspiration?
you got this, as she strums the lyre.
Arcana. Okay, that's the 15 plus what's her die?
D8.
Dirty 20.
Simulacrum is a spell that you know is exclusively cast by a spellcaster on themselves. And usually the purpose is to bypass the limits of energy within a vessel. More spell slots than what you normally could ever cast. There are other advantages, too. But for someone mundane like this guy, you don't think Simulacrum makes sense because he's not using magic. So it might not be something quite so expensive or powerful. You suspect Alexios Byzinthios, or whatever it is that you're talking to, might be a shade or a mirror of an original.
Oh, okay. So you never really truly get your hands dirty. You send some sort of model of yourself along with a bunch of hired help that all get obliterated, and then it's no shirt off your back.
A cigar for the pretty girl.
Oh, you think I'm pretty?
Oh, and there it goes.
So do you have like an arrangement with someone who provides these mirrors for you?
You see, if I answer a question like that, I'd be violating some sort of NDA, don't you think?
I guess. Is that someone who specifically works with Hale, or is that something you fostered on your own?
It's
You just
all
hold it on.
about who you know. Connections, connections, connections.
Is there a way that I can just inspire you to leave me the fuck alone?
Money.
Besides money, yeah, okay. Can you give me a ballpark estimate?
To get me to ignore a contract I signed with the Master, Hale,
Yeah, she's
leader of the road. Either you decease one side of the contract,
We're working on it.
you're after the Master yourselves.
I can't live like this forever, right?
Okay. 500 platinum.
What if I gave you... Hold on.
Okay.
This ruby is worth about a fifth of that. Can that buy me some time for you to leave me the fuck alone?
Why?
I don't have to think about you. Creeping around some corner.
But, and you must know this, if you give me something like that that's just a holdover, what is to keep me from just taking it anyway and then trying again
A
as
sense
soon as
of
I have it?
honor. Do you have any of those morals?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Can they be bought?
My ethics? No.
Well, what are your ethics? Come on, let's have a conversation here.
I don't deal in slavery.
Okay.
I don't harm children.
I'm 19.
Not quite.
I mean, I am.
Physically,
Physically,
yes, you're 19.
I am 19. That's basically a child.
Your activities at night do not suggest
Who asked you to watch, weirdo?
hell.
She's weird too.
She is.
So how come if you spot us at night, how come you don't do anything about it? Wouldn't that be easier for you?
You would think, but that is when most people are on their best guard.
I suppose.
I almost had you.
When?
Just now.
Did you?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah, but that was
yes.
only one part of the two of us, so you'd still have to keep coming back even if you killed me.
So, the partial contract is still payment.
I suppose so. Why would you tell us your name?
Why not?
I don't know. Now I can find you and message you randomly if I want to.
Sure.
Or try to track you down, the real you.
Oh, you can try.
Yeah, I guess I could.
Give it a shot. You won't like what you find.
Are you secretly ugly in real life?
Am I ugly right now?
Is he?
No. He's not.
Damn.
He's an attractive guy. He is very Greek
Well, no.
looking with black hair and a goatee. He's unfortunately a good looking guy.
I mean, you're not, but if someone were making a stand-in for you, couldn't they just improve you?
It's why would they bother?
I don't know. If you ask nicely.
Every one of me you found has looked like me.
Sure.
Every one of me you found has been less effective. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Why would they skimp on appearance if they've already skimped on... I'm sorry. I said that weird. Why would they spend more time on appearance if they've skimped on strength or abilities?
Maybe you're really vain.
I'm not the one doing this. I am vain.
See, I feel like I'm really enjoying this conversation. It makes it just frustrating that we have to keep kicking your ass.
Oh, you might not find that so easy in the future.
Why not?
For someone very smart, you're pretty slow on the uptake.
Maybe I just want to keep you talking.
For what? So you can stay out here outside the city? I know this is all of you. I have a pretty good idea of what you're up to and what you're capable of.
Mm-hmm. So how do you keep losing?
I am doing my best. See it as,
Reassuring.
I am
actually.
experimenting.
Seeing what we're capable of.
Mm-hmm. You are getting stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But you are not strong enough.
Did you know I only used 2 spell slots in that whole fight?
Did you know you almost died?
Didn't.
Perhaps my next mirror will have something better than wyvern venom. Something more final.
Maybe. I mean, eventually you're going to be spending so much money on the poison you're trying to put me down with that it's like, is
Oh, I
Hale
don't
paying you
buy this.
enough?
I go get it myself.
Oh, she provides it with you.
No, I go get it myself.
That's what I mean. Oh, you milk the wyvern yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You have a wyvern?
No, I don't have one. But they are easy enough to tame. You understand, maybe, how little you know about me, huh?
I'm trying to get to know you. You're just being so closed off.
Isn't Zone of Truth a fun spell?
It is. Is there anything besides money that you're interested in?
Oh, yes.
Like,
I can't tell you.
why not? You might get it.
I don't think you have the capability.
You don't know that because I don't know what you what you want. You can just whisper it to me.
That would not change how I say it or what it is, because I'm not going to say it.
Ugh,
And you know that was the truth.
please?
Roll persuasion.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Vicar Boone. It's a D10 on top of it. Come on. Yes! 30 something, 32.
32.
She bats her eyelashes.
I desire something that you cannot possibly give me.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
A wish.
You think I can't get that for you?
I know you cannot get that for me.
Maybe not immediately right now, but I could work for it.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to get one.
We all know how to get one.
Huh?
It is the strings attached that one is generally worried about.
You know, Hale has a pact with an Afridi. They can do
do.
wishes. Why don't
Yes,
you
they
just make a
can.
pact with that Afridi?
See, that is the string.
Oh, but you're in a pact with an Afridi.
Mm-hmm. I don't want
She's
the
kind
string.
of a bitch. Have you talked to her?
Oh, yes.
So you are pretty involved.
I am. I never said I wasn't.
Why do you need a wish?
That I will not tell you.
It might be easier to do the thing you want the wish for than to get the wish itself.
I don't think so.
Is it to bring someone back to life?
You don't know when to quit, do you?
But does that seem like she's on the right path?
Roll an insight check.
Natural 20 for 29.
He's hard to read, but it could be something like that.
I know
It's clear he's being very evasive.
Reincarnate. Uh-huh.
Were reincarnate something I needed, it would not help.
Sure. I was just figuring if it was like to bring back like someone you cared about that had passed away a while ago, that's a way to get around it. Did you know that?
Everybody dies.
Huh. Except you, apparently.
Oh no, I am very mortal.
Just only when you're not using things to stand in for you.
I see this as a device to complete a task.
Mm-hmm. I know lots of things. Just tell me what you want. I can get it for you.
I admire your persistence. If you can somehow secure for me a wish with no strings attached and 500 platinum, I would call off the contract. But these are tall orders.
They are. Well, what's your time frame?
Until I kill you.
You wouldn't even give me like a break period.
Why would I do that?
If I got you a wish and 500 platinum, would you
Mhm.
kill the master for me? Reverse Uno card.
That's not really how I do things. Once I sign a contract with someone, I generally consider them off limits until either the contract is void or complete.
But you said it would be void if I got you those things.
It's true. I would have to consider it. It would be the signing of a new contract, which would be a whole new form of payment.
Well, I guess. Hold on. I need to consult.
I'm not
something
going
first.
anywhere.
That's true. You're not. She's going to inwardly reflect. Hey, Vicar.
Yes.
I'm trying to outmaneuver somebody.
Oh.
Do you think I could ask you for some information?
Of course you can.
What's this? Sorry, what is his last name again, Echo? Can you write it down?
Oh, his
It's not
name...
sticking in my brain. It's Alexios.
I will just write it out for you. Skolna says...
Thanks, Skolna. Mazinthios. Do you have any information on Alexios Mazinthios?
Hold on.
It'd be fun if she just pulled something out of her back pocket that was like deeply personal to him.
Hold on a minute. Let me pull up notes here. You'd think I would have this ready.
Why would she ask Vicar about this guy?
Okay. Hold on. You hear... I have heard the name. Though he goes by the title The Mirror's Sting.
Mirror's Sting.
Yes. Once a noble of Kindinos, he studied at the Lyceum of Logos, where orators, philosophers, and illusionists trained the elite for the Navy out of Kindinos. I imagine that's part of what he does. An old partnership, perhaps, allows him copies of himself. I do know he often is hired for intelligence operations, gathering knowledge about people, spying on them.
Mm-hmm.
Not always an assassin. I know that he's a human in his early 50s.
Does he look like he's in his 50s?
Knowing that,
He's a
looking at him,
good-looking
he looks like he's aged well, but yeah.
Yeah, he takes care of himself. Okay.
Last I heard, was living in the city of Brass.
Oh, that's in the fire plane, isn't it?
Yes.
Where a lot of the Fruity spend their time.
Yes.
Interesting.
I can delve
No known
into this if you
weaknesses?
need.
I mean, I would appreciate it. I really would.
I will consider a favor in response for this.
Do you think that he might, as someone who traffics in intelligence, be useful as a patron to you?
Oh, yes. But I imagine this sort of fellow would be particularly hard to acquire.
True. but he seems pretty desperate for a wish.
A wish.
That could be exploited. He really wants a wish, more than anything, even more than money.
Noted.
Okay. Thank you, Vicar. Lorna will open her eyes and look at him and just say,
Did you have a
Okay.
nice nap?
sort of. You're called the Mirror's Sting.
So you've heard of me.
Something about the Lyceum of Logos. You used to be a Kindinosian noble, and some sort of old partnership allows you to make copies of yourself. You're normally hired for intelligence operations like spying and knowledge, so not just assassinations. I know you're in your early 50s, and you typically reside in the city of Brass.
Okay. Yes.
And I'm in the process of getting more information about you.
Okay.
But I do know someone who's really interested in your skill set, and you might be able to get a wish out of it.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Then it is just a matter of 500 platinum.
Sure. Which I could probably throw together in a couple days.
Is that right? Just
Maybe.
like, a handful of first-level spell scrolls.
Do more than first level spell scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Did you meet Dare in the city of Brass?
No.
Oh, so it's just a coincidence.
No.
So you already knew her when you got to the city of Brass.
Yeah. Kind of.
Did she connect you with the master?
Haha. Yes, there you go.
Oh, okay. So she was your networker.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I guess it really does depend on who you know.
It does always.
know
All
a lot
about connections.
I think I'm a valuable person to know.
Okay. That's good.
You should keep me alive then, because I could be useful.
Well, I mean, I can't commit to that. I have a contract out to kill you.
Hmm.
And again, it's not personal.
I know it's not. That's why I'm not mad at you.
You seem delightfully charming. It's just...
Me?
Oh, yes.
Oh, and you're saying it in the zone of truth, so you
I mean
it.
yes.
She looks flattered.
Look, I would probably not lie to you. I couldn't say never lie because I'm in the zone of truth, but I generally try to be honest in my dealings.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes you have to tell half-truths or not the whole truth. Or sometimes it is best not to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you and we find ourselves at an impasse. Because
Game passes in Saris.
it is very clever. If I have not heard that joke many times. You mentioned you might have someone capable of granting a wish.
Granting or getting you a wish.
Getting me a wish. Okay. Tell me more.
Well, I have an arrangement with a particular prince of knowledge.
A devil.
That's another word for it.
It is the word for it.
Mhm.
There is no... Don't beat around the bush with me. Especially when you're trying to negotiate the contract. You waste my time.
Yes, a devil.
Okay. And?
Obviously, he traffics in information, and so do you.
Yes, I do.
And it's pretty nice being able to inwardly reflect and pull out a whole bunch of information on the spot.
I've seen.
Mm-hmm. You get that information at your disposal, and any information you learn helps him out. It's a pretty win-win circumstance. Plus powers.
I don't need the powers.
Ah, just not a fan, I see.
Don't get me wrong, magic has its uses, but I would much rather keep it at arm's distance.
You don't trust magic?
No. Should I? It has done a number on you.
Life's founded on it. Sure, but it's given me a lot of perks too.
Oh yes, but do they outweigh the bet?
I think so.
I disagree.
I guess you don't have to take the powers.
You're right. If this Prince of Secrets can get me a wish, I need to know what would be demanded of me.
Well, I think that's a conversation you can have with him.
What is his name?
Azar Uriel.
Oh, that Prince of Knowledge. I see. Okay. I'll consider it.
I'm sure he'd be eager to talk.
Oh, I bet.
Whenever you decide you'd like to have that conversation.
Oh, knowing his name, I'm sure that'll be simple enough. So about our current predicament, are you just going to leave me tied up? Are you going to kill me?
No, I believe you tied up. You're just gonna wiggle your way out and come find us immediately. I don't know where your actual body is located, but at least it might be a little bit more inconvenient for you to find us if we kill you. Does it hurt?
Oh, yes. If it helps, I'm in the Bronze Hell of Alacaster Street within the City of Brass.
Oh, okay. Do you usually operate from there?
Sometimes. It's comfortable.
Do you have to send your new mirrors from the Plane of Fire to the
no.
Prime Material? So you've got some sort of mechanism on the Prime Material already where you just spit out another copy.
In the way.
Is it in Candinos?
No.
That would be pretty inconvenient.
Lots of water, yes.
I imagine then it'll only buy us a little bit of time just to kill you, but it's more than 0.
It's true. You could,
And
of
it took
course.
you a little bit to find us.
It didn't. No.
Okay.
You
But of
should
course,
know.
what?
You could bring me with you.
I don't know if they'd let us walk into the gates with a man tied up.
You've already disarmed me. You've taken all my things. I have no money. You've even taken my ticket for the Silver Express. You bring me with you? I promise, so long as this copy is in your presence, I'll not try to kill you again.
How long does that last?
Until
As long
I
as
get
we
away.
just keep you around? Oh, so we just need to keep track of you.
Consider it the game.
She looks at the rest of the party. How do they feel about that?
Uneasy.
He said in the zone of truth that he wouldn't try to kill me.
I won't try to kill any of you.
So it's just kind of a...
But if I'm traveling with you, I don't have any money, so you're going to have to pay for any meals or lodging or any such sort of things like that. And you must know that I'll be paying close attention to how all of you interact.
I thought you already saw everything. Even stuff that was maybe a little intimate.
Oh, I did. But the interpersonal relationships and interactions are useful to know as an assassin. And if you're trying to hire me anyway in the future, it might be good for me to know these things.
Lorna looks at Skolna. Is this stupid? This is a dumb idea.
Do you ask that to her?
Yeah, she's looking
She
directly at
nods.
Skolna. Right, we don't want him to know any more about us than he already does.
A shame.
I know. I was actually thinking about challenging you to some dragon chess.
Oh,
Just for fun.
you're welcome
But
to
maybe
try
the
me.
next time.
The next time I
next time you
attempt to
find
kill
us.
you,
Mhm.
then maybe I won't succeed.
Would it garner us any goodwill on your front if we killed you mercifully and didn't make it hurt so much?
It would be much more pleasant for me. I would much rather die quickly and
Would you
painlessly.
remember it though? Would you keep it in your heart that
Oh,
we were
yes.
merciful?
Oh, yes.
And he's saying that in the son of truth.
I had no intention of causing you any dire distress as I killed you. It's just, you know, the job.
Minus the agonizing poison that you were inflicting on me.
Well, I had to get the jump on you. If I had it my way, it would be quick and painless. Knife to the base of the neck. Over.
Okay, so you're not a terrible person.
No.
Just kill people for money. But so
Well,
do we
I must.
sometimes.
Yes, you do.
True. We're all bastards.
You also had no scruples about killing me before.
No, you're right. You did start it, though.
No, you started it when you pissed off the master.
I did. She slapped me for it. Beside the point.
She cut off your hand.
She did! Thank you! Oh, so you do know about that.
Yes. I am
So you know
very...
She's a huge bitch.
Oh, she's not my favorite person.
Okay. Well, maybe we can be friends someday, Alexios.
Maybe. Probably not today.
Probably not, but I'm enjoying our conversations.
I do my best to be good company.
Well, I guess thanks for the talk. Consider reaching out to Azar or Uriel.
I'll think
It'd be
about it, and I'm
funny
sure
if we
you'll
were
find out.
coworkers. And, I guess call him can you kill him painlessly?
Again, I do appreciate... And he just suddenly slumps over
Mm-hmm.
as Skolna,
Thanks.
like, withdraws the dagger from the base of his neck, as he described.
Appreciate it.
She shrugs.
Is
You-
the body still there?
Yeah?
Or is gonna...
Anscombe, like, puts a boot on his hip and just rolls him, and he rolls into the
yeah.
river.
Lorna was just thinking the same thing. Perfect. Well,
I don't know about you, but that is the strangest interaction with someone who tried to kill me I've ever had.
yeah, but I had a little bit of fun.
I guess.
He's a weird guy, but at least he has some sort of code he follows.
Yeah. No hard feelings, really? He's like looking at you like a little incredulously.
I mean, like, we get paid to do basically the same thing sometimes.
Okay. I just
I
feel
mean, he
like...
started...
I mean... Maybe you have changed, because... I don't feel like it would have been that long ago that you would have been chomping at the bit to just... off him.
Maybe.
For the
I mean,
arrow to the chest.
I was feeling a little violent when I jumped into the water after him with Norre, but, you know, I had a chance to calm down and think about it.
You're still bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I have something to do for my patron that I should probably just get to. Get to. So,
Oh, do we need to do anything for you?
no, actually, I actually wouldn't mind if you guys just kind of hung back. Maybe recouped after this scuffle. I just need to find him, give him some money, and walk away.
I think it's actually a good idea if we spend the first night here, you know, outside the walls. At least until that last of those assassins might lose a trail. Just, you know,
Sure.
right in plain sight of the guards. You know what I mean?
That's
Set
not
up a
bad idea.
guard.
Yeah. All right, does it look like people are camping kind of outside
There's a few,
the walls?
yeah, there's lots of, like, wagons and merchant caravans and trading caravans that are set up, like, just to spend the night, basically, outside the walls of Shona.
Okay, well, I think we could still pop in to our hirer and touch base, but we don't have to get a room tonight or anything like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. He's, hoity-toity, so I'm sure he's got protections in place in his home or roundabouts that an assassin probably wouldn't try to spring. I found this guy, though.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Yes? I have to find this guy, though.
Oh.
The one with the helmet.
Okay. Yeah, you roll investigation.
Yeah. He's like to the right of the glideway or something. She wrote it down very specifically. 18.
With an 18, you know the glideway is the tram tracks for the Silver Express. So this main gate is not the glideway specifically. You're going to have to hike a little bit around the walls of the city to get to the glideway. You can see where it approaches from your right, the eastern side of Shona. And as you go over there, it takes you 15 minutes to get over there. And you can see where the glideway has this big portcullis that closes down around it. And there's 2 man doors on the side of the actual tram entrance. And you see on the right-hand side, there is a guard.
With the bronze half helm.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. She is going to turn into a nondescript human peasant man. Just nothing, with the most forgettable face possible with her disguised self.
Okay. What's your spell DC?
17.
Okay. Go ahead and how do you approach?
She is going to walk right up to this guy. Just, like he's going for the entrance past him.
Okay.
And then just, once he's, adjacent to the man, he'll just turn. She'll, in her man disguise, turn and look at him and just try to catch his eye. They're, right next to each other, so I imagine it's not hard.
Yeah, he's when you walk up to him, he just, it's clear he's bored and leaning against the pike, and he just looks at you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need something?
Lorna takes 50 gold out of her pocket and, lifts her hand like she's going to drop something and waits for him to open his hand.
He seems to hesitate for a moment, and then he, reaches out to hold his hand open.
She drops the 50 gold.
What's this about?
She turns around and she walks away.
Wait, who are you?
She just keeps walking.
You hear from behind you, what the fuck?
Just walks back down the road.
Did you see that? That person just dropped a fortune in my hand. And as you're walking away, that's the end of what you hear. Just mystified. Yep. You hear someone say, was it a bribe? And he's like, I didn't want anything. I don't know.
Didn't say a word. Lorna just looks. She thinks about the exact specifications. Guard outside Shona, right-hand side of the glideways, leaning against the wall, half helmet made of bronze. When you find them, give them 50 gold pieces, don't speak, don't greet, don't answer any questions. When he takes the gold, leave. She did exactly that.
As you're walking
she
back.
Walks away.
As you're walking back toward your camp.
As she breaks line of sight, she'll turn back into herself.
You feel the strange chill. It's as though the feeling of tension relieved from your spine from the very base all the way up to your shoulders. Good. You suddenly feel the strange, discomfort between your fingers. When you look, you see that in between each of your fingers is a platinum coin.
Oh. So is that 1, 2, 3, 4?
It's 5 platinum coins.
1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th one being held? Oh, I mean, on my.
There are multiple stacked in between your fingers.
It's not between your thumb. It's just the 3 webbings have 5 coins in total between them.
Okay. So she just gets her 50 gold back, basically.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You notice that each of these platinum coins does not look like a typical Aurelian platinum coin.
Okay. What do they look like?
On one side, as all platinum coins from Aurelia have, is the face of Kytus, the hero of, well, I almost said Kvatch. No. The hero of Hachka. On the other side of it, you see is a symbol. It is a symbol of an A with 3 strokes across the middle.
Is this legal tender?
Of course.
Okay.
But save them.
All right.
They mean something else to those who know.
So should I use these to pay people who are in the know or show them?
They will serve useful.
Okay.
Or you could just spend them as you can any other platinum coin.
I think I'll keep them as recommended.
Good girl.
Oh no, that's gonna do something to me.
No. Instant
was bad.
regret. Instant regret. Okay.
That's valid.
As you head
I have
back,
it in my inventory.
as you head back to your party,
Sorry. Make sure you mark down that you have 5 Vickers coins.
I did.
Okay. As you get back to your party, outside the walls of Shona as they are setting up camp, and the smells of cooking meat suddenly fills your nose as you're approaching because Tierra is already preparing dinner. That is where we will call tonight's session. All right. One moment here while I pause all the music that was going on. Okay. So many layers. All right. As we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you for playing with me. To those of you who are at home or at work watching, hi, Penn.
Hi.
Hi, Class. Hi, Emily. Hi, Sal. Hi, everybody else. We love you all, and I wish you a good night.